with Sports Talk worldwide with the news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. So check it out, y'all. The big news is in the middleweight division, right? David Lemieux knocks Curtis Stevens out cold. Left hook, maybe in the second round. Knocked him out cold. First round, they were going at it. This wasn't no filling out process in this fight. The two guys coming forward trying to see what the hell is going on. Right from the beginning. Right? So David Lemieux caught him with that left hook, knocked him out cold. Matter of fact, Stevens was throwing a punch on his way down. He had hit him with a left hook and was trying to come up with the right. Got caught with Lemieux's left hook, and that was lights out. Had to be stretched out. He seems to be doing okay now, but nice shot. Now let's see how this what going forward with Lemieux, what he's going to do. He's mentioned a few names, of course, the Golovkins, the Canelos, and the Sounders of the world. Let's see if he deserves it after this fight because things that happen pre-fight, a little disturbing. You're fighting for the IBF, and you know that you used to be an IBF titleist, right? But the IBF has a weigh-in just like everybody else does the day before the fight. But they have a weigh-in on the day of the fight, Saturday morning, right? And they weigh in to make sure that the guy doesn't rehydrate over 10 pounds over the limit. In this case, they were supposed to be 160, so that means on the day of the fight, that Saturday morning, you shouldn't weigh more than 170 pounds. Well, David Lemieux was a no-show, and his team says we didn't know about it. They've been fighting for the IBF for a while now. So you probably won't believe that statement. So he's a no-show, which means he's probably heavier than he's supposed to be, right? And they go ahead with the fight anyway. Curtis Stevens going to probably have something to say about that, his team, probably. I don't know. I haven't really seen the post-fight comments, but that is something. You go forward with the fight and you get knocked out like that, right? Same thing, remind me of Povetkin and Duhopis not too long ago, when that happened. Povetkin doped, right? Couldn't have a fight, but they had a dude ready. Duhopis steps in, gets knocked out brutally in round 6. So, these things like this, it's good that the IBF has something like this where guys are not winning fights because they can rehydrate more than others because we don't have same day weigh-ins like we used to. We weigh in on the day of the fight and everybody's the same weight. Doesn't happen. So now there's a loophole where fighters can get down to the weight on that Friday and come back in Saturday and weigh 20 pounds more than the other guy. Some guys do that. Canelo, for example. So I don't expect Canelo to be fighting for the IBF anytime soon if they have a obligated weigh-in the day of the fight. Don't see it happen. This is good, though, I think. This is good for boxing that you just don't, one guy can't balloon up and he's a lot bigger than the other guy. Why would we do that? Why would we have weight classes? So that's not a bad thing. But again, Lemieux didn't show up. So he's going to get love for that knockout, but with a little asterisk next to it. I'm not going to just go and give him so many props that he's go straight into a title fight. Beat somebody else of significance. I think Stevens, I'm not sure. I didn't look at his record right now, but I'm pretty sure it's 6 or 7 losses now. So that shouldn't be enough to get you a title fight. Do a little something else, right? Don't feel entitled. You know you was heavier than the guy. Do something else and then start calling out those guys. But it's still a decent knockout. Good one. They're probably going to even have a knockout of the year, at least in the race, a candidate. So let's see how that is. Now on the undercard, you had your boy Gamboa, right? Against what's my man name? Rene Alvarado. Well, this fight went the distance, went 12 rounds, right? Reports are it was lackluster from Gamboa. I haven't had a chance to see it. I just was able to see the highlights. Gamboa, when he lets loose, he can get caught. He can get countered, right? And he's very ring rusty. But the thing that I heard, what I liked the most was after all this ring rust that you have, hasn't fought since December 2015, right? You went 12 rounds. So that's what his mindset will be. I went 12 rounds. Ring rusty or not, I was able to go 12 rounds, and that's not bad, right, for him, right? But, the question is now, well, does he deserve a fight with Lomachenko? after a performance like that? Well, I think he needs, before he gets in with Lomachenko, at least another fight or two, right? To get himself ready for that kind of challenge. But don't ask, is he worthy, right? Because first of all, Lomachenko shouldn't be where he is in the top 3 pound for pound in most of you guys' minds because he lost to Salido. Salido got about 13 losses. So it can happen to anybody. The only loss Gamboa has is Terrence Crawford, 2 weight divisions above him. And ain't nobody else beating Terrence Crawford. Ain't nobody talking about, hey, Lomachenko fight Terrence Crawford, are they? So at the end of the day, he is worthy. They're both 2-time gold medal winners, right, in the amateurs. So worthy, yes, he is. He's just a little ring rusty because of contractual disputes, right? So that's okay. So we've seen it happen to Lomachenko that you can get beat by what you would consider a lesser opponent. It can happen. But Gamboa hasn't been beat by a lesser opponent before, right? He's been beat by an opponent that's superior, or at least bigger, and just as superior, you know, or just as good. Let's put it like that. So, worthy, yes. Should have happened right now, maybe after another fight. But worthy, yes, with a hell in front of that, right? But let me tell you, Lomachenko been saying now. Lomachenko, he's been saying some things. He was talking to the WBN. And that's why I seen this, and he had a few quotes. I'm not gonna quote them, but I'm just gonna paraphrase. He was saying, "Hey, I went up from 126 to 130, feeling that people weren't gonna be scared. The people at 126 were scared of him." He said it straight up. He said that 126 and 130 can't get no fights. What's wrong with you guys? You guys are not great fighters. You're great businessmen. And then he said, "No, you're not really good businessmen." Right? So he said, basically stepped up to the table, all you guys. Right? So hey, dudes, if you around 126 to 130, you don't want to hear that. Let's see what somebody gonna say coming back at Lomachenko because he put it on the line right there. Like, I can't get no fights. Now, if that's the case, then there's Gamboa right there. There's somebody. Let's not do the Golovkin thing and only want to fight people that don't want to fight you. There's a couple there. Gamboa is pretty much, I'm pretty sure, one of them. And if you would go down to 122 from 126, you probably would have had something to do with you know who, Rigondeaux. So it's not like nobody would fight you, right? I think Gary Russell Jr. wants a little piece again, which I don't know, but he's saying he wants a little piece. So Lomachenko has put it out there. So guys, step up. He's got to fight Sosa. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to get Salido back in the ring to right that wrong. So, my point is, Gamboa versus Lomachenko is a good fight. Doesn't matter how he looked yesterday, even though it was lackluster. But after that ring rust, that layoff, he's supposed to have ring rust. There's nothing bad about that. Now, this stuff has to happen quick. Gamboa is 35. Lomachenko is 29. Let's not wait. Nothing to wait for. Probably at the end of this year. Gamboa have one fight, another one or something, and fight at the end of the year. Lomachenko versus Gamboa is a fight that I think is easy to sell because, like I said before, they both have won gold medals, and twice, right? So yes, Gamboa is worthy of that fight. So to cap it off, Gamboa wins a 12-round decision unanimously, and David Lemieux knocks out Curtis Stevens. I'm talking about some serious knockout here. Left hook, boom, out, stretcher. All right? Y'all go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.